He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Tigers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And there he is, Sam Levitt. Came over in the portal from Arizona State. We could end up seeing some points in this one. An explosive offense against a defense that has been, shall we say, vulnerable. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So the Condors offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here's the give off the left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. The keeper on the option. Could be an alley. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. And it'll be the Condors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Condors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The play action fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He slides down, but also down is a penalty flag, and we'll see what that's about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Handoff from the gun. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. On the option. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. Past the 30. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights. Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board. On the move from inside his 5.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man, it's Harris. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Puts it out of the air.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his big tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Shoots his way for more. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds space on the right. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man on the right. He'll work his way down to the 28. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Rides the option, he keeps it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Those sloppy false start penalties can be drive killers. It's 2nd and 13. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Levitt. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. And the 3 ball gives us a tie.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now on the counter. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Quick spin on the run. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Using his feet. There's a crease. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Makes his man miss. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And it'll be the Condors are flying down the field. It'll be a draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Off play action. Under fire. And it's a sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. To throw, it's right. Zings it complete to the right. He is not going to get there. Stopped short the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Condors will send out the punt unit. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Makes the grab. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
Man, that's practice. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Reels it in and goes out on the left side after a huge gain. Touchdown, Tiger. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver, can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now through this defense moving forward.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. keeps it on the option. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air, it's right. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And it'll be the Condors will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hall. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark him right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The gift to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now on the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. 3rd down and long, and this defense may be feeling some energy from the fans. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Condors will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Bust through behind his pad. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Levin. Finds his man, it's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working the middle. They get him down to this offense to set up 1st and goal from the 9. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And they're got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. It's complete to the right. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
Now they line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. On the option. He'll do it himself. Now the toss. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Give to the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They'll field this one in tight quarters. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be. He's looking deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more for that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And what nice play design. You get your speedster and put him in the slot. Usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run and go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it. And just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Short gain on the play before he slides. And it'll be the Condors headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw. It's right. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Condors will try to pin them back with the punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 5 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Commodores with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Turning it on to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Wright. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
Looking for room. It's Berry. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. They'll send the back in motion. Here's a little room there. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. Put 6 on the board.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bind, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this third quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
And right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Wright. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And it'll be the Condors will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Now on the return. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. The give to Caden Durham. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the end zone. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. On the ground with the counter. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. New center down's right on the doorstep for this offense. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And a lapse in concentration will back them up 5, but still a first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Tries to do it himself on the draw. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the boot kind.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Those sloppy false start penalties can be drive killers at 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Oh, they're after him. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The run inside. It's Berry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finding some room. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll send the tight end in motion. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. The give to Caden Durham. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Firing to the right, complete. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Looking for a crease. It's Berry. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, here's Durham. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. The give to the tailback. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Finds his man, it's Thomas. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Quarterback keeper. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 15-yard line, and now they're looking at 4th and short. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The Condors come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Stevens. Got enough for the first. Got a little grass. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And it'll be the Condors come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. Almost lost the football on that one, but the clock is stopped while the medical staff comes out to tend to an injured player. And as their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time, Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Rides to back and leaves it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He gets a hand on it.
After that blocked field goal, that just sums up the kind of day it's been for these guys, right? It's not just offense and defense, but even on special teams. They haven't been able to execute. They've got a lot of areas to improve on the next time they take the field.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Quarterback making checks. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets it up at the 45-yard line. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Paul. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They want that clock to run. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Keeps it on 1st down. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Stevens. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Condors line up to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The old coaching cliche, go play no every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out and find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.